So hello and welcome. We're going to talk about in this video specifically about 3-4 important things. What Team India is doing in Northampton and how will it help them as far as this India-England series is concerned. There will be a camp starting today in Beckenham and we're going to give you the details about that camp also. But most importantly, we're going to discuss in this particular video that, how this Beckenham camp will help Team India as far as their preparations are concerned, because we take a venue from 2021 where they started their practice from, and that helped him a lot. That particular venue helped them a lot. But coming to Beckenham, and then it's a long bus drive if you talk about going from central part of London where the traffic just crawls to Beckenham. It's almost take an hour if the traffic is good. If the traffic is good, it's going to take 1 hour. What if the traffic is not good? What's the weather be like in Beckenham? And then the practice pitches there, where Australia, which used by Australia earlier, Australia started their WTC practice from Beckenham, and from there onwards they will start it from Lords. Now we're going to discuss about that, how well India can prepare at that particular wicket, and how much it's going to be help them, or what they did in 2021 was making more sense as far as this Beckenham practice wicket is concerned. We definitely talk about that. And yes, the camp, the 8 to 10 day camp, which will start from 8. We said this to you earlier also. And, from today, 1:30 local time, that means 4.5 hours from there, Indian Standard Time. You can calculate that. It will be somewhere around 5 p.m. if I'm not wrong. So from there onwards, you can see, these teams getting, these players rather getting, into the groove of things. But firstly, coming to Northampton, because look, Canterbury is where, you have started your practice. This India A side is concerned, and from Canterbury, the wicket was looking very flat, and there was a reason for that. The spring in this particular here in England was not that rainy. It was very dry, and from last 10 to 12 days, it rained a lot in different parts of England. So if you see a wicket of Lords, if you go to Oval, if you go to maximum anywhere part in England, you will find the wickets more drier than usual, and that's because the spring was dry. Now, last 10 to 12 days, it rained, and it had rained a lot. That's why we saw the impact or effect in that Canterbury wicket that, that was pretty dry as far as that wicket is concerned. So not a very much, helpful wicket for bowlers, quite a helpful one for the batters. That's why you saw a 557 scored by Indian team, and then England surpassed it. England Lions rather. India A scored 557. There were, a double century from Karun Nair, a 94 from Dhruv Jurel, a 92 from Sarfaraz Khan. Then everyone came and chipped it in. Second innings, all of them, having that 50. Abhimanyu Ishwaran, Yashasvi Jaiswal, Dhruv Jurel and Nitish Kumar Reddy. So that was kind of a batting wicket. Here, if you're only scoring 300, and we are appreciating it, it was a century, it was a good century, wonderful century from KL Rahul, because the skies were dark. It was raining almost after every day, and then it's overcast throughout. With that, the kind of bowling attack, England Lions have, with Chris Woakes in their side, George Hill, he's at this point of time, yes, he's an in-form bowler. Apart from him, if you see Eddie Jacks, Josh Tongue, if you compare it with the Canterbury bowling attack, it's much sharper. And that's why, and Chris Woakes, obviously, Chris Woakes going to be with the main squad also. He is going to lead the pack as far as this bowling is concerned. So yes, a difficult bowling lineup to face in overcast conditions, raining here and there. And as I said, the wickets look, more, it assisted more to bowlers rather than, helping batters. That's why this Northampton game particularly, for all the main India players, you talk about KL, you talk about Yashasvi, Abhimanyu, you have Karun Nair there, Nitish Kumar Reddy, Shardul Thakur, Dhruv Jurel, for each and every one of them, it was the right test as far as the preparations are concerned. Now, what happened in Beckenham? Look, what I understood from, having a lot of words with the local journalist here in England and, talking to some of my sources, that Beckenham will be a flat kind of a wicket. It's a surface which obviously helpful for the batters. You won't find any kind of assistance there for the bowlers. Yes, you are in England. If it's overcast, if it's rainy, if it's gloomy, it will surely assist fast bowlers. But mainly, if you see, the nature of the wicket is it's kind of a batting paradise kind of a wicket. So in Beckenham, and now you compare it with 2021, what happened is they practiced in Durham. So Beckenham is south of London, means you are going to south of the country. Durham is at the northern part of the country where they played in Chesterley Street. So there they have, there was a game with County Select 11, different county players, and then they having that game in a condition which is very, again assisting to bowlers. So there KL Rahul scoring that 100, coming at number 5 or 6, I think, in middle order, and suddenly you see him getting help. Him batted well there, giving him confidence, and he scored the 100 in the Lord's Test also. And before that also, he opened really well with Rohit Sharma. So my only point is, if you, take these kind of scenarios, you'll find that if you prepare yourself in good batting conditions, how much it's going to help you when the overcast conditions are there, the wicket is greener, the bowling quality is good. It will definitely gonna, affect your preparation. First your preparations and then your performance as far as the test series is concerned. So my big question is there, that why Beckenham? And again, as I'm saying, that central London to Beckenham, it's going to be a 1 hour drive if the traffic is good. If there's jam, then we literally don't know at this point of time that how much it will take them to reach from central London to Beckenham. So this is point number 2. First, Beckenham is a batting paradise. It's full of batting paradise wicket. Second, it's going to take them long to reach central London to Beckenham. So I don't know that after 7 or 8 days, will they feel little tidy, or it will impact somewhere. I really don't know at this point of time. But yes, it's a long journey as far as daily commuting from central London to Beckenham, then going back. So it's almost 2.5 hours of regular journey for Team India. So neither you are getting the kind of wicket you want, neither the journey is small, and the third part is it's very windy and very chilly there, because it's an open kind of ground. The Beckenham, it's right next to where Crystal Palace, the football team, they used to practice, just side by road. It was a Crystal Palace practice area also. You see them, if you watch the Australian team practice there, you'll see that they are wearing those long sleeve sweaters, and the suggestion would be that carry at least 2 of them, because it's very windy, it's very chilly in Beckenham, and because it was open. So yes, that's also going to impact them. So the point here is the point which I only want to make at this point of time, that I want to see that how Beckenham can help this Indian team to prepare better for these 5 tests. Because I remember that Chesterley Street at Durham, they practiced and it really went well for all of them. At least for the top order, Rohit Sharma did really well. Then KL Rahul did really well in that particular series. I remember important contributions from Ravindra Jadeja. They promoted him also, in that particular series ahead of Ajinkya Rahane. And he batted well. He batted really well in that particular series. So that's the main question as far as preparations is concerned. But today our focus will be in Beckenham. We are going to Beckenham at this point of time. When I'm recording this, I'm in Northampton, and we're gonna visit Beckenham, and after that we'll see that how this Gautam Gambhir and Shubman Gill era starts as far as their first day in preparations are concerned, and what's the main focus is, because a lot of batters are here. KL Rahul, Yashasvi Jaiswal, Karun Nair, Dhruv Jurel, Abhimanyu Ishwaran, Shardul Thakur, Nitish Kumar Reddy. These are part of the main squad, but they are here at the Northampton. But obviously we know that, Jasprit Bumrah, we need to see that what he is doing, what Shubman Gill is doing, apart from them, what the other bowlers are doing, what the spinners are doing. So we're going to give you all the details from there also, like we are doing from Canterbury to Northampton. Now it's time to visit Beckenham, and we'll provide you all the details. Our only request is, if you're watching us on Twitter or any other social media platform, do follow us there. Do like the video, share your suggestions. How do you see this comparison between Beckenham and Durham? And can India opted for a different ground for a better preparations? Time will tell that how much the Beckenham part helped them. But in my point of view, what I think I just put in front of you. And if you're watching us in YouTube, do subscribe, do comment, do share with your friends, because we're going to give you all the updates as far as this England tour is concerned. Thank you so much for watching.